Shit, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to WarNation After Dark. Yeah, let's go. Okay. I just got the message that we will have text here momentarily. But momentarily. What's going on, everyone? I don't even have the Facebook side pulled up. I know, right? We're probably going to get a... Oh, fuck. Okay, there we go. Let's go. But yeah. Shit, we got some people over on the YouTube side. Got Chuck.
I see Sam's in here.
Yeah. We got Chuck. We got the beautiful Go Fish. And Fishy Flying Free. We got Sam in here. What is up? We got Matt and Aiden over on YouTube or Facebook. Shit. What's
Hello,
up, guys?
Facebook friends.
Yeah. But I don't know. Shit. I guess this is what's up, Skinner? How you doing? But so I guess we'll start it all off. If you guys haven't, and I mean, if you haven't heard of this giveaway, you guys are living under a rock.
Seriously.
Right. I've got it plastered all over the place. Anyways, you guys haven't let me try that again. If you guys haven't gotten in on the giveaway we have running, damn, English is hard. Get in on it now. We got some, it's actually a really good one. We got a custom wrapped, a collaboration wrap between WarNation Coils, Stevie Marquez, and JD Mods that will be going out the door. That'll be a DNA 250C. Dual, that's a 21700, right? Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were talking to Kiddo there.
No, you're fine. I wasn't saying I love you to you or anybody else in here. I was saying I love you to my son.
Oh, you let me. No, I'm just joking. Anyways, yeah. So the custom wrap mod by JD Mods, 120 milliliters of Stevie Marquez's juice, your choice of flavor. Of course, some WarNation coils. Brand new Steam Crave Ragnar 35 millimeter RDTA and cotton. I mean, all you're going to need is batteries. What's up? We got Nick Green and Chris Sears over on the Facebook.
Okay, I see two Facebook users. I see a sup fellows and a good evening. So whoever you sup fellows and good evening people are, click the StreamYard link so we can see your names. It won't sell your data to China, but it'll let me know who you are.
Yeah. What's up, Steven? How you doing? Yeah, everyone on Facebook, if you haven't, go to StreamYard.com/Facebook so we can see your names. Not everybody has the luxury of running dual monitors and has all sides pulled up. Skinner, to answer your question, it's a giveaway we have going on. Come over to WarNation Coils on Facebook. I have a post pinned to the top with everything that you got to do to get in on this. We're asking, join the three companies that we have in this collaboration. Join all three groups. Come back to the WarNation group. Find my post, put an X1 in the comments, and I'll add you to the list once I see it. You know, it's crazy. I still got the odd name trickling in, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. I mean, huge good luck to everybody that's already in on it. Yeah, I got quite the list.
I actually am a little salty that I can't participate in the giveaway. And I was actually talking to Joe from JD Mods today, and I want to get a WarNation box. So I'm in the works of talking to him about getting one personally for myself because they look sweet.
Yeah. Facebook user, hey, what's up, guys? Oh, it's Sam. What's up, Sam? Hey, Sam, do me. Oh, everybody on Facebook, StreamYard.com/Facebook. Go over there and just let Facebook do the thing over there so we can see what your names are on this stream side. I don't see
Yeah,
any.
otherwise they're all Facebook users.
Yeah. I mean, I can see who it is, but
I can't. I'm the important one.
now are you on your laptop or your phone right now?
I am on my phone right now.
Okay. But I don't know. I mean, I guess it's not much of a vape show if we don't do buffets, eh?
I'm working on my buffet, so you go ahead and start off the fiesta.
All right. Regulated action. I got the Hugo Vapor Ranger with the Hell Beast. I've got some 6-core stags in there. I am vaping some extremely dark juice right now. Yes, it did, Sam. This one
Oh, hey,
is
Sam.
a peanut butter fudge cheesecake. I'm like literally down to the nitty gritty. Got the those 6-core stags are crazy. Tried them on a Mac. Don't like them.
Yeah. No, it's. I need to get some 29 or some NI 90 and 30 to be able to try and see if I can get it below a 0.1.
Well, this mod here is rating it at 0.082.
Really?
Yeah. This one also I find reads a little bit lower.
Yeah, because I've got them on one of my lipo DNAs, and it picks it up like right at a 0.1.
I'm gonna trust that over this one any day. Yep. I mean, honestly, shit. I mean, I can put it on my Titan just to see. I'll trust my Titan ohm reader out of them all.
Yeah, the Titan I've always heard has a pretty good chip in it for reading resistances.
Okay, I don't believe that for a fucking hot minute. 0.14? Fuck you.
I mean, it very well could be, after breaking it in and, if the coils are a little bit dirty and stuff, it could be.
Oh, this one will really put... Oh. What's up, Maja? Dude, I am loving this APOC with the saws in it. Let's go. I'm telling you, I was on a video call when Sam got that. Or, well, like when he opened it. He was worried. Dude, the kid's face was like a kid on Christmas.
I tell you, the red looks good on his Legend.
Oh, it does. I 100% agree. All right, so I'm not using the Ranger anymore. I got the Titan out right now.
Okay.
Peanut butter fudge cheesecake in that. Got the trusty lichen, like always. I have no idea where any of my juice is because I kind of just went to fit my laptop. Jay's Alchemy lemon pound cake. And the custom heavy hitter, Nightmare 28. Got some Alien Staggertons in there. I just had it. What the fuck? Top Gun Strawberry Kiwi Lemonade. Here it is.
There's Chris Sears seeing his name now. I like it.
Let's go. Those alien comps. I can't wait to. I haven't tried the alien comps yet. I'm very, very excited. I think I need to talk to Garcia the right way.
No, they're sitting here waiting to go north.
Oh, you already have some for me?
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Let's go. What, they're 2 sets?
Yep. One is 24. One's 25 gauge.
Okay.
And then I've got some SFFCs for you.
No, I want to ask who made them.
Do you really have to ask who made them?
Yes.
Not me. Not me. I've got some interlocking Fralian Boro coils.
Oh shit.
Empty energy drink cans. What's this? Here's some Boro Fralians that are down here that are now going to go to you.
Oh shit.
So yeah, you already got like 5 sets of coils
Let's go.
Sitting off to the side for you.
Nice. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get with you before anything gets shipped up. I have some thoughts, but we can talk about that behind the scenes.
Oh,
no,
thoughts are dangerous.
it's not bad thoughts.
Thoughts are dangerous.
No, it'd be good. Trust me.
Danger, Will Robinson.
But, yeah, I don't know. Are you still working on your buffet?
I am getting out three of the bottles. I am, and one of those three we're going to pick. So
okay,
we'll get some audience help in a moment. But yes, so I'm currently re-wicking the Pandemic 28 Plague Edition. I've got some quad core stags in here, and then I've got some liquids to figure out to put on there. World's biggest fanboy of C4 mods in the world. I've got 3 of my 21700 C4 mods up here. I've got their B52 cheesecake, which is a blueberry cheesecake in this one. Then I've got their newest operator, which is super cool because like this little front faceplate pops off. And then inside that is the unknown RBA, which everybody has been loving so far, and is my favorite RBA that I've ever used in the world. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then in my Cancer Sucks C4 mod with the little military tube, I've got what's in here? Oh, I've got another one of C4's e-liquids called Trench Nog, which is like an eggnog flavor. But like, don't get me wrong, like you're like, oh, gross, eggnog, bleh. But it's actually really good, and I'm not like a big eggnog drinker fan. But the liquid is really good. Oh, and in the operator, I've got Taylor Strawberry Lem, delicious. So we'll see if I can get some input. So for the Pandemic, I've got TG and Jay's Alchemy Fruity Aftermath, which I haven't tried yet, but I've got that to get into. I've got another Jay's Alchemy Taste the Berry unopened. And then I've got this is Jay and Top Gun New York Cheesecake collab.
Oh, I wanted to try
so
that one.
I need to figure out which of those 3 I want to get into.
You know what? I have an idea.
All 3 at once?
No, wow. I haven't tried the fruit. I have the Fruity Aftermath here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was going to do a review on this, but if I can get Joe in the chat, I kind of do my review live.
Yeah, is Joe, is he available? Is he in here?
I don't think so.
I gotta try to fix my light a little bit so you can see my ugly face. Slide up in his jonks and be like, yo. Oh, and then I'm super, super stoked. So I've got the Eden RBA just came in. Well, I got it a couple days ago, but this little guy is pretty sweet. Little more restrictive than the unknown RBA. The unknown RBA has got 4mm airflow, and it's freaking. I just can't say enough good things about the unknown. I might have a second one on the way.
No, okay.
But the Eden is really good too.
My question about the unknown. That's
Hold on,
big.
Chris just said Joe Perry's in here too.
Is he?
Joe, can you hear me?
See, I only kind of want. I mean, if I do this, I kind of only want to do it if he's watching.
Yeah, and I want Joe to be like, I'm getting balls deep in the man's liquid. He should at least be like, oh, here's what you should get up in your mouth. And I'll be like,
Oh, jeez.
all in my taste buds. Okay, but yeah, what about the unknown?
Okay, so that's a great big juice flow hole there, isn't it?
Dude, this thing, yeah, it is.
Yeah, okay, so you can rock some pretty spicy stuff off it, pretty spicy builds off of that, eh?
I've managed to fit up to a 5mm coil inside this RBA.
Holy shit.
And right now, my sweet spot for what I personally like running is a 3.5mm.
Right.
But yeah, it can hold some crazy coils.
Oh, I bet.
As far as inner diameter wise.
Yeah.
I think I've got like a 3.5 wrap quad core stag in here now.
There he is. There he is. What's up, Joe? Hey.
Okay, so Joe Perry, Spike's not important. I am. I've got Fruity Aftermath unopened. I've got Taste the Berry unopened, and I've got New York Cheesecake unopened. I need to know which one I'm getting ready to drop on some stags.
Well, shit.
Okay, Yum does not answer my 3-bottle question here, Joe Perry. What I need to hear from Joe Perry is juice would be yum on those coils. Unless I'm going to take all 3 bottles and just...
That's where you need like a Titan or something like that.
Run through okay, so we got Taste the Berry, Fruity Aftermath, New York Cheesecake. Dude, my bottle of Captain Crunch is gone. That went so fast, it's not even funny. I'm gonna need to get a 500 next time. Now, I will say, Spike also has. Okay, he's saying New York Cheesecake. Enough said. Not even going to finish what I was saying. But Spike now has important news for you.
All right, so this is what I'm thinking, Joe. I told you I'd do videos on the juice that you sent me. I was thinking about basically doing a review right here, right now on one. I've got Fruity Aftermath, Jackfruit Guava, Blueberry Glazed Donut.
Dude, Blueberry Glazed Donut is crack.
Is it?
That was the first bottle I tried, and it was delicious. Yeah. So Juan, I have the 28 Pandemic, not the 30 yet. I want to get the 30, but I haven't gotten it yet. But in the 28, I've got some quad core stags that are a 0.07. Yeah, dude, no, the blueberry donut, dude, here again, that's going to need to be a 500. Here again, both bottles are the first 2 bottles I've tried, and I'm already going to the 500s. So.
There he is. Let's go. Hello. So should we wait and see if he knows how to bring himself up from the basement?
Who's in the basement?
Tex.
Oh, is he in the? Oh, there he is.
Hold on, let me share this. Let me share this live. Hold on, writing this down. Yeah, because I figure I'll do one of them live here.
All right, so I'm gonna go Spike reviews on this New York Cheesecake. What's up, guys? Alex reviews here, coming in hot. We got another banger of a juice to review tonight. New York Cheesecake from Jay's Alchemy. Got it Loaded up with some WarNation coils in my Pandemic 28.
You're starting to sound like fucking Rip Troopers.
Big thanks to Joe for sending me the juice I paid for. Let's get into a nose sample. Okay. I think Spike does like this twirl thing when he's getting. Okay, so off the bat, I'm getting that cheesecake. I'm getting some of that cheesecake. Getting some New York City cabbie hate. Let's do a knuckle test. Okay, all right. I'm getting a little cheesecake vibe. Off that. Let's not waste any time. Let's juice up some coils. That's my Spike Reviews plug. See,
I love you, but you're a dick.
I could be the intro to your view for your videos. What's up, guys? Alex Reviews here, queuing up my homebrew Spike Reviews. Like, dude, I'm gonna start charging services for that. That's what's up. I'm going places.
I'm
officially retiring from coil building, and I'm going straight to YouTube intro making.
Oh, come on! What about that review of cotton that you did years ago?
My cotton bacon prime video from 25 years ago is like, I think last time I looked, it had like 25,000 views or something crazy like that. And like, I don't know how it happened, but I think it was right when Cotton Bacon Prime came out, and I had just gotten into squonking, and I went down to my vape shop to get some more cotton bacon because that was around me. And I saw Prime, and I was like, oh, snap. And I was in a military vape group, and they were talking about trying to start doing reviews and stuff, and they wanted people to put up a video to see, how guys would do. And like a week later, it's at like 5,000 views. And like a month later, it's at like 10,000 views. Obviously, no one watches it now, but yeah.
What did you think it was at?
It's like 20-some thousand, 21, 22,000, I think.
29.
Oh, I'm about to break 30,000. Yeah. Those 5-core stags in my psych are the best. Sick. Sorry, I don't want to say psych because everybody says psych, but it's pronounced sick. Are the best micros I've had in it. Dude, I freaking adore stags in RBAs. I really do. I don't know if you were here for it, but in the unknown operator setup I've got some quad core stags that's picking up at a 0.32, 40 watts, and it's just flavor chugging. And then what about C4? Huh? C4? C4? C more? C4? Dude, Joe, I love C4 mods. Not gonna lie. They're awesome. And I will say that not only is Chris and all the guys over at C4 really good dudes, they stand behind their products. And I know for me, that's why I loved mech mods, because there was nothing that could go wrong outside of user error. And when I had an issue with my Fuse 21 that I have, they took care of me. I shipped it to Randall Tufts, who does their repair work, and like not even 2 days later, it was sent back to me. So super awesome guys. They stand behind their products. Great warranty, great guys. Chris is actually active duty Air Force. Frank is former Navy. I don't know, like I'm a Marine till I die. I don't know if the Navy says former Navy or they're still seamen. And then Casey, who does like their Cerakoting and stuff, he's active duty Air Force. So yeah, they're a bunch of really good guys. But yeah, they're good guys.
Oh, what's up, Trippy? What's going on? We also got Nick Seabolt in chat. I did see JD somewhere.
Good evening, Nicholas. So when I was talking to the mod man himself earlier today, he said we were going to be background noise. He had, I think, some mod stuff he was doing tonight, and he said he was going to have us going on while he was modifying. I don't know if you say modifying mods, modulating mods. I don't know.
Thomas Hall, what's going on?
So, Spike, is blueberry donut, glazed donut looked up yet, or like what do you got going?
Oh, I've already got some. I've just got to put a mod together.
Okay, and then Texadilla has been awfully quiet. Can Texadilla even hear us?
I can hear you guys.
Okay, so hey there, mi amigo, what do you got going on your buffet tonight?
I got, where is my bottles? Hold on 1 second.
All right.
I'm actually running Double J's Alchemy tonight.
Ooh, Double J's Alch.
So I am running the Nazy Lipo with the Valkyrie 25, with the 5-course stag, and then some of that delicious blueberry glazed donut.
Isn't that stuff amazing?
It's really, really, really good.
I was thinking
last night, and I've been jamming it all day, and it is phenomenal so far.
This might get a little weird, but let me know if you're into it. I'm thinking Texadilla flies to North Carolina. Okay, so you fly to North Carolina. We get in my Blue Dragon. The Blue Dragon's my beautiful F-150. Get Joe Perry, you shut your mouth. This isn't about you. This is about us and your liquid. So you stay in your box, young man. So Tex flies east to North Carolina. We get in the Blue Dragon and we drive north. You know what's north? Not Canada. Nope. Joe Perry's north. Meanwhile, Spike, you're probably hitchhiking. Yeah, you can hitchhike. Spike's going to hitchhike down south to Joe Perry. Okay, here's where Joe Perry comes into play. The three of us get into a bathtub, clothing optional. I'm not going to judge. While Joe Perry pours blueberry glazed donut liquid on our bodies.
I'm trying to figure out where the weird part is, because this sounds like.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't know what Joe Perry is into, but maybe we'll just call him JP Morgan. I don't know what JP Morgan's into. You know, 1 minute he's an investment firm and I'm putting all my money into him. Next thing I know, he's got a couple gallons of blueberry glazed donut just, going all over my naked body. So I don't know. I don't want to freak him out. Thank you. Spike, bring some tree sauce. But no, so blueberry glazed donut was the first one I tried, because my jam from Dunkin' Donuts, they have a glazed blueberry donut. And it's so good. But ever since I've been trying to be a little bit skinnier and I've been doing keto, obviously donuts are a no-go. So I've always been like super intrigued by donut flavors. And the last donut flavor I had just wasn't. There wasn't a lot of flavor there. So I think Chris? it might have even been a blueberry donut. I can't remember, but anyway, it wasn't like I'll vape a stupid sweet juice. Like here we go. So like Happy End from Sad Boy, the pink and blue. Like you take a puff and you need to change your cotton and like burn your coils. Like it yeah. kills. Like, and I'm okay with that. Like, if I know that's what I'm doing is a coil killer, then, I'll go ahead, quarter of a bottle, half bottle, whatever, and I'll re-wick. But this prior donut that I tried just didn't have much flavor, and I was like, crap. So then fast forward to Jay's Alchemy getting all up in my grill, and I'm like, oh man, he's got a blueberry glazed donut. And I'm like, but it's probably going to be lacking like other companies because, yeah, no, I was wrong. Like it had the sweetness, it had like not an overpowering blueberry, which I'd be okay with, but it reminded me so much of my fat kid snack from Dunkin' Donuts. Dude, I would literally eat like 2 of them suckers. So good.
Yeah.
One, we can definitely PM you our OnlyFans link and give you a free access code for the night for the syrup glazed donut bath.
Yeah, and this little bad boy, man, it's like what it tastes like is like a blueberry cake donut hole.
What's up,
Yes,
Trey?
like
A
it's
donut hole
really
because
good.
donut hole. I like donut holes more because it has a better frosting to breading ratio.
Yes, and it's almost like it's like a more dense. It's like not as fluffy as a donut. Like I feel like with a
Yeah.
donut, I'm getting cheated. If I get a donut hole, oh son,
Dude, you know, boy, that's
Good.
gonna get nasty.
I mean, let's do it. Let's get real nasty.
All right.
But it's really good. I highly recommend that blueberry glazed donut. And then
Yeah,
the other one,
if you like donuts, go for it.
yes, the other one I am jamming on is some delicious Captain Crunch.
Dude, get out of my mind. Literally, blueberry glazed donut and Captain Crunch were the first 2 bottles I killed.
Dude, I've been jamming this. You can already see that I whipped it up this morning, and I've been really jamming on that blueberry glazed donut, but I've been kind of jamming on that too today.
Blueberry glazed is so far my favorite flavor. New York cheesecake is getting ready to happen. The New York cheesecake smells really good. I'm not a big cheesecake fan when it comes to putting it in my mouth.
Right.
I'd rather have other things in my mouth. Don't get any weird ideas there. So I don't know. I'll be curious. Obviously, if it's a good flavor, I'm out of Captain Crunch. Yeah, dude. Trey, I killed my Captain Crunch the other day, and I'm a little salty, bro.
It's really good. I like the sweetness at the end where it just tastes like crunch berries.
All right, let's see what we're getting into here. So the quad core stags are coming in at 0.07, 95 watts. I don't have any batteries with me, so I'm running them on a Thelema. There's a little bit of overhang, but it's okay. It's black on black. Black on yellow. Okay, 125 watts. All right, here we go. First time getting down with the New York cheesecake. Vapor smelling good?
Ooh. You can really smell the donut part of it.
This is really interesting for a cheesecake.
You said to vape it over 100 watts.
I'm currently sitting at 115 watts. It's so weird because it's really like I'm getting graham cracker, like that cheesecake crust, which is like my favorite thing that I like, and I'm getting very pronounced crust. Okay, drop it. Let's drop it down some. Let's bring it down. We're gonna do the recommended 80 watts by the Mad Juice Master himself. That's so weird how it changes with the power.
Really?
See, creme brulee. Yeah. Okay. I see. And I remember you mentioned that in one of your lives the other day, was that when you got it up higher, it was creme brulee. And when I'm bringing it down to 80, on the inhale, I'm getting like a vanilla, kind of like that cheesecake. It almost has like the same cheesecake texture. Like it's weird to say it feels thick, but it feels thick when I'm vaping. I sound so ridiculous right now.
That came out of your mouth
but
so easily.
It really did thick. China. It's got like it's like the vape is dense, bringing it in. And I'm getting good crust on the inhale. And this has been steeping. When I get these from you, Joe, like 3 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, or no, maybe it's almost been. I think tomorrow's 3 weeks. Yeah, I think tomorrow's 3 weeks. If not, it's almost 3 weeks. So a little bit over, in between 2 and 3 weeks, it's been steeping. And I'll tell you, like commercial juice, it. Who knows how long it sits and it before it gets to you. But like with DIY stuff, like I tried lemon pound cake, and I've maybe gone through a quarter bottle of lemon pound cake, and I'm getting a lot of lemon off the lemon pound cake. Not getting much pound cake. So I put that back to let it steep for like another week to see how that, like if it changes and I get more cake flavor or not. Not saying that's a bad thing, but as it is right now, it's more lemon flavor. But the New York cheesecake at about 3 weeks, 80 watt, 0.07, so which I like that about regulated stuff, because even though it's not a lot of volts, I want honesty, no, like, and honesty, like that's like the same thing with us and our coils. I've told people, like, if you get something you don't like, tell me about it. Like, I'd rather have someone come back as a repeat customer and they're like, hey man, I didn't like this coil you got. Granted, juice is so subjective. Juice, cotton, is so subjective, because I may like A, you may not like A, and you like B. Same thing with juice. Everybody's taste buds are so different. Juan, this is Joe Perry, who is in chat, Jay's Alchemy. This is my first order I got from him, and it's amazing stuff, dude. He does it, DIY guy. His bathtub is actually clean. I saw him bleaching the tub before he mixed, and there was still some bleach in there, so the ingredients are extra clean. Joe Perry, Jay's Alchemy. It's good stuff, man. It really is. I went through my first bottle I got from Joe was the blueberry glazed donut. It was delicious. Then I got on the Captain Crunch, which literally tasted like Captain Crunch cereal. And I'm always nervous with my cereal vapes because I don't like a lot of that milk flavor. But it wasn't overpowered. Like, it was more like dry cereal than cereal with milk. So to me, it really appealed to me because it didn't have that milky flavor. But the New York cheesecake, man, Joe, great job, dude. I don't know how much Mike had with that, and Mike's not here, but it's super good. And the blueberry cheesecake, or the blueberry glazed donut and the Captain Crunch, I both did in Boros. So Trey, you and I are talking the same lingo right now. We're both phenomenal in RBAs. I'm kinky. It's all good. I prefer him being the Oh, Juan, you can get in my bathtub any day, brother. So yeah, no, I definitely, so far, everything I've tried from Joe has been really good. And Joe doesn't give me free juice or anything to say his stuff is good. So, and that's not the kind of guy I am anyway. If I like something, I like something. If I don't like something, I don't like something.
Promotion.
Yeah, exactly. But no, so far,
Can't
New
wait
York
to get my
cheesecake.
bathtub invite.
Trey, you're going to be holding the camera, buddy. Cameraman doesn't get left out in these. So, but yeah, if you like dessert cakey flavors, East Coast Alex, Al the Pal gives it a couple thumbs up. So yeah, if you want to satisfy some fat kid cravings, but you're on keto, get you some cheesecake.
Oh, shit. All right, well, I got some blueberry glazed donut all wicked up in this. I haven't hit it yet. It smells good, though.
Oh, whoa, Spike. You shut your mouth. Don't say anything. You got to do the smell test. You got to knuckle test it. Then you got to vape it.
I already did.
Okay, take it from the top, Spike.
Is that it? Yeah, that's it.
What's going on, guys? Spike Reviews here. Back at you with another video. Come on, go.
I'm not doing all that.
Okay, Spike, what do you got for us tonight, big guy?
Fucking guy, eh? Oh, shit. No, this is the first time I've tried I've even cracked the blueberry glazed donut. Like, off the smell. Blueberries. Yeah, that's all I can't take you serious sitting like that. Oh, fuck sakes. I can't take you serious. This is why I don't do reviews live. Oh, shit. I mean, that's just like if I did something stupid like this. Like,
I mean, sometimes you got to get wild with it.
Oh, shit. Fuck,
right,
yeah,
so
I'm not doing any more. I'm not getting any more fucking... I don't know. Honestly, me personally, I just smell blueberry.
Uh-huh. That's what I got too. I got a nice whiff of blueberry right off the bat when I crack that bottle. Oh, Joe's telling you to vape it. Get it in that mouth.
I get more. I get the donut really off the knuckle. But
I don't think I knuckled mine. I just smelled and vaped.
No, I got some Spike specials in there.
Well, anything that's stacked is going to be Spike specials for you.
My Dreamer, I've got Bradley's in it.
Oh, I'll let that slide.
Blueberry up front. And it just slides into that donut just beautifully.
Yeah, see, that's what I got with it too. Like, it was like a nice like blueberry punch up front, and then as it was, on the exhale, I had like that kind of cakey, sweet glaze start coming in on the backside, and it was really like I've always been fascinated like with how like companies and smaller companies, just like the whole mixing process, how you can get like that dual. And I mean, I've vaped stuff before, and I'm like, holy cow! Like, I'm getting a mouthgasm. Like, there's so many flavors, going on right now. It was wild. But the blueberry glazed donut was like super true to, its flavor.
Right.
And same thing here with the New York cheesecake. Like, I'm getting like that graham cracker crust. I'm getting that kind of, I don't know how you describe the cheesecake feeling, but I'm getting like that kind of cream cheese vanilla type combo, whatever this is. That's what I'm getting of the cheesecake ingredients.
Yeah. to address two things in chat. Will, no, I run 21-700s in my Dreamer. And Joe, my opinion, the sweetness of it, honestly, to me, it is a sweeter juice, but I think it just goes very, very well with the flavors. Like I honestly, I wouldn't change a damn thing about it.
That and I tell you what I found interesting, because like I said, I ran the BGD blueberry glazed donut. Let's keep it short and sweet. I ran that in RBAs and one of my Boros, and even and typically with how I wick and vape my Boros, I typically get through like half a bottle, and like the coils are kind of like, need to change this guy out. But I was really impressed with it being a sweeter tasting juice. It did not kill coils and cotton. I guess like I had expected it to. It wasn't bad at all. And like I said, that's part of vaping. You're running liquids, and there's different levels of sweetener, this, that, and the other in them. And it comes with it, but it wasn't like a heavy sweetener juice, because I don't use super sweet anymore. Yeah, and like Joe, I've had a couple of the DIY guys that I've gotten stuff from. Well, I really only do two DIY guys. Obviously yourself, and then Stevie Marquez. And his stuff is really good too. And I've noticed some of his stuff is a little bit heavier on sweetener, but it's not like super excessive. But I've been really impressed with the flavor from Joe's juices and the level and like how it treats coils and cotton, if that makes sense. It's good stuff, but it's not like at a quarter of a bottle, your coils are like black and crusty and need to be burnt. So
I mean, those wicks there.
Just vape super sweet. Who's saying just vape super sweet?
That's Will.
Oh, okay. Canadian Will?
Prospect. Yeah, Prospect. So I vape that much of the lemon pound cake. Those are what my wicks look like.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No, not at all. Now, Joe, if you want my opinion, lemon pound cake, delicious juice. Personally, and this is just my opinion, I'd bump up the pound cake in it a bit, up that flavor a bit more. But again, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, so far, and like I said with the pound cake, I'm getting good lemon. I have not gotten much of the cake, so I'm going to give it another week and see if steeping it a little bit longer will bring that back out. So maybe next week when we go live, I'll be ready to throw down some lemon pound cake. But it's been a good vape. I have enjoyed it, and it's not like crazy lemon. Like the lemon's there, but it's not crazy lemon. But next bottle I get of that, I'm gonna be like, hey Joe, turn it up a little bit, or maybe he'll have tweaked. I don't know. I'm not gonna tell someone how to do their thing, but we'll see how it is in another week. It's still very good. And that's always the thing, like trying a new juice, like you don't quite know what to expect. Obviously, like if I go, like BAM, the Sad Boy Cotton Candy, the pink one. Love this stuff. But here again, it's hammered down with sweetener, which, not. I don't know. I appreciate juice without sweetener. One of my favorite guys, Chad, who does 50 cal e-liquid, another Air Force vet. So many freaking Air Force vets doing stuff. But Chad uses like 1% less sweetener and everything. Can I get a screenshot of y'all with JA? Oh, dude, yeah, just alchemy in the mouth, just being like, oh. Yeah, it might be a little bit too excessive. That's gonna end up on the pH, the hub. But no, like it's super cool to like get a good tasting juice. It's not hammered down with sweetener, which I wouldn't say it bothers me a whole lot. Obviously as someone that makes coils, I'm bad about trying new builds, attempting something, making a bigger inner diameter, adding a wrap, taking off a wrap, just playing around with stuff. So like I very rarely have a set of coils in a setup for an extended period of time. But I do like to see if I can get through a bottle of juice before it starts to like take away from the flavor. And especially like when I'm dripping, or even like RTAs, it's you can kind of unscrew it and check and stuff. Boro stuff's a little bit harder, but it's nice to be able to get through a bottle and you're like, okay, new flavor, let's re-wick. And you're like, holy cow, like this is just like a yellow, or if it's a dark liquid, I don't have anything super dark out here. But like,
there you go.
This is pretty light. Cheesecake's a little bit darker. And the cotton just kind of looks like the juice. I mean, that's cool to me. That is dark.
Oh, I know. Like,
it looks like syrup.
I know, right? This is a waste of money. I went into the shop I don't mean to interject with what you were saying. I went into the shop the one day. I was looking for something to, grab some bottles, do some videos on, right? Well, he's like, it's a caramel with a graham cracker base.
That sounds good.
Okay. He's like, they call it a tobacco juice, but he swore up and down he didn't taste tobacco. So I'm like, all right. I get it home. I start recording. I get one hit off of it. I'm like, nope, just not fucking happening. Nope. I can't remember if I actually did a video on it, but I can't even give this shit away.
Yeah, I had my experience with the company that will remain nameless, where I found beard hair in my e-liquid bottle, and it was 99% full, and I was like, yep, all of this juice is going in the trash, and just threw it all away. I guess as a coil builder, I'd say we're kind of spoiled, because it's not like, I've got a table and, I don't cover my face. I don't, I wash my hands before I build, if, just to clean hands, and, I'll occasionally clean hands, while I'm building. But, with making juice, it's a little bit more of a process where you have to be a little bit more aware of your environment, not being, beard hairs falling in your bottles when you send them out. But you have to be a little bit more cautious. Alex and I can sit down and spin, and, I've got an ultrasonic cleaner. He's got an ultrasonic cleaner. Run it through there if someone asks, and it does a pretty easy, quick job. But liquid, to me anyway, is a little bit more of something that you have to be a little bit more cautious about. And, cleanliness, clean environment, not scratching your butt crack and dipping your hand in VG. So that's just me anyway.
Now, I know somebody was asking if it would. I can't remember who. I got to go back and look. Somebody, like, who the fuck was that? Somebody on Facebook. Hold on. Somebody had asked if it would be, if I could, like, would you vape it all day or not, and not get sick of it? Oh, that was Will. I think he was talking about this one. If you are, I'd vape this all day. This would be a all day vape for me.
Yeah, I did. So I am bad about having like 6 or 7 different setups going at any given time with juice in them. Like right now, I've got 3 of my C4 mods set up with Boros going strong. I've got the BP mods insider with juice in it. That's not in the Boro, device because I don't have. Well, I've got devices that are sitting. I've got 4 mechs that are sitting and 2 mums keys that are sitting. But so I mean, I could in theory, I guess, be running all my bridges, but I've got that with juice in it wicked up. I've got an Atom with juice in it that's wicked up. I've got a bunch of stuff that has stuff in it. And when I got into the blueberry glazed donut, I went through that whole bottle in my Boro and didn't touch anything else. Like it was really good. And then I got into Captain Crunch. Same thing. I had to like remind myself, like, oh, go grab a different device. And I had just gotten the operator from Chris over at C4, and I was like, man, I love this device. And I was like, I want to keep using it. And so I was like putting in different, RBAs and stuff, trying to just keep using the C4 and just really put it to work. But yeah, both the blueberry and the Captain were like nonstop for me. And I think a 60 mil lasted me like 2 days. Now I will say the unknown, the unknown RBA drinks juice. It's like a Ford Excursion that's straight piped. It's insane. And I ran both of Joe's juices in the unknown RBA, so they went sadly too fast. Like I said, I've got to like go to 500s. I will say Joe was out of a flavor. What were you out of? Do you have another blueberry flavor, Joe?
Blueberry pound cake?
Yes,
Yeah,
blueberry pound cake. Son of a bitch. He didn't have blueberry pound cake when I ordered. And I ordered that. So he sent me, I can't remember if it was Taste the Berries or Fruity Aftermath, but one of these, it probably was the Fruity Aftermath because I only got 60s because I was nervous, new juice, didn't want to spend extra money and like, oh, this is gross. But now I'm kicking myself for not getting 120s. So I think Fruity Aftermath, because he made that a big bottle. I think Fruity Aftermath was the one he substituted in. But yeah, so I want to get the next blueberry. He's just got some good stuff. I seen he's got some new flavors up on his site. So yeah, I need to go knock off the bank.
That I want to try out that I saw on there the other day.
And there's like a cinnamon shake.
I don't know what that one was. There was another one. Yeah, another dessert flavor.
I'm curious about this one to get into this one. The jackfruit.
Which one's that one?
Jackfruit guava. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you post about the website being down, dude. That sucks.
Yeah, nobody knows Joe Perry's website is down right now. So he made an announcement in his group that there may be some rebranding or something. Something's going to be changing here pretty soon. So if you want some juice, just PM him. And as a coil builder and a fellow person that is a small business and does a lot of stuff through PMs.
Joe, if you want, drop your links, eh?
I think he did earlier. I
did
saw
he?
him post a couple times.
Oh, okay.
All his info is in his group. So he's going to be flooded with a ton of different people. So,
Well, it's pretty
And
easy.
I also will say, bear in mind, Joe's doing this stuff in addition to working full time, and a lot of people, and I'm one of those same people. I buy something and I want it now. But keep in mind, he is a one-man operation, and I know I appreciate it. I'm sure Joe appreciates it. Alex appreciates it. Having a little patience while we do what we do is always super awesome from a business standpoint. I had put in my order with Joe, and he actually messaged me a couple times and was like, "Hey, man, I'm super swamped right now. I'm getting to it." And I told him, I was like, "Hey, thanks for letting me know. Like, I'm you let me know. I'm cool. Like, yes, I was super excited to try out some new liquid. I don't think I've heard anything bad about Jay's Alchemy. And it was just one of those things. Like, I'm super. I don't have a lot of money. Like, money is something that is hard to come by. Well, I wouldn't say hard to come by, but with my daughter being sick, having a 13-year-old, a 10-year-old, a wife, it's tough to. I always feel like I'm taken away from the family, I guess, when I buy vape stuff. So, making coils is there's not much money in making coils. So, and I'm sure, you ask any mod maker, juice maker, like they'll say the same thing. Like, I don't know many people that don't do other side hustles that are in the vape industry that are, small businesses. So, when you order something from someone, just realize they have lives. And I know we all want the bigger, better deal. We want it now. We want that instant gratification, but have some patience, like Trey said. Have some patience. There could be 4 orders in front of you that are a bottle of juice. There could be 10 orders that are all 10 bottles of juice. I didn't expect Joe to reach out to me. It was super awesome because just knowing that, hey, it's coming, and he said, "Hey, man, I'm swamped right now." Cool. Like, and not everybody has the time to do that, especially when you're super busy. And Joe's got some weird sleep habits. I'll get messages from him at like 2 a.m. sometimes, or 2 p.m. Hey, man,
that guy does not sleep because I'll see him on like our, whatever at 2 o'clock in the morning, and then 6 o'clock in the morning he's like posting stuff in his group.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, just as a fellow small business guy, just having some patience, and it's worth it. So that's kind of my little PSA for the evening. I'm pretty sure Joe doesn't sleep. Yeah, Trey, I don't think he sleeps much. And I'm the same way. Like, man, I'll have some late nights. And like with me having a family, typically for me on the weekends, I do not build for customers, unless it's after the kids are in bed. During the school week, I drive down to the bus stop and drop the kids at the bus. Bus comes at like 6:30, and I'll get home. If I haven't finished my first cup of coffee, I'll finish it. Sometimes make a second cup or grab an energy drink. This stream is sponsored by Ghost Energy Drinks. I wish. Freaking Ghost has become my go-to energy drink. I just saw an orange creamsicle flavor today, and it was delicious. I grabbed 2 cans. And dude, like 7:30, I'm upstairs building coils, cracking an energy drink can, and I'm going to town. It's because the kids are at school. That's kind of my quote unquote office hours, and they get home around 3 o'clock. So from like 7 to 3, I'm up here in the coil dungeon, making trash can coils, trying to knock them out. So Ghost is great. I've been stuck on the monster. Yeah, the monster ones are pretty good too. Since I've been doing keto, I've had to switch to sugar-free stuff, which I don't like the artificial sweetener stuff to it. But I have horrible sleep patterns, and the Marine Corps did something to me. I think I inhaled too many goat guts in Afghanistan. So I'm just constantly exhausted. So, like, the coffee I drink is the strongest coffee I've been able to find. Devil Mountain Coffee, also a stream sponsor. Thank you, Devil Mountain, for being part of the show tonight. Devil Mountain Coffee is I think 1,400 milligrams of caffeine per cup, and it's great. And I drink my coffee black. Sleep have the opportunity to turn a dream into reality. Face it in the club. Ghost Energy drinks in the truck stop. Okay, so Juan, Ghost Energy, I freaking love them, dude. Real talk. They have so most of their flavors, or a lot of their flavors, are Sour Patch flavors. So this is blue raspberry, and it's like an actual Sour Patch branding on it. The blue raspberry is really good. They've got the red Sour Patch Kids. Then they've got sour watermelon warheads. Whoa, buddy. Juan, lifesaver. Instead of freaking snorting your no-dos and, putting some in your ear and stuff, put the no-dos down, grab you some Ghost Energy. There is, oh, snap. Only 200 milligrams of caffeine, which isn't a lot, and that's why I used to drink a lot of Bang and C4, because I think they've got a little bit more caffeine content. But the additives in the Ghost really, to me, it gets me a little bit more pep so far. Got to get back to work. Trey, have a good night, brother. Thanks for popping in for a little bit, homie. But yeah, Juan, I freaking love the Ghost. And the orange creamsicle flavor is so good. It's literally like you've got an orange creamsicle ice cream bar in your mouth. Delicious. Pair that up with some New York cheesecake, jaysalchemy.com. Sponsored stream. We're getting 5 liters of juice hand delivered next weekend. Thank you, Joe. But no, the Ghost Energy drinks have become my new go-to. So,
hey, do a favor. Just as far as the direction of where to go, just kind of be vague just because of the YouTube side.
Don't go to any links I just said. This is you, G-O-I-N-G.
I'm just trying to be on the safe side. That's all.
No, I completely forgot about that. It's
That's all
yeah.
right.
Can't do any websites in the description, you cunt dickheads, but a little bit of the Google search. Get a little bit of vape and bogan action going on tonight. But yeah, no, Ghost is good stuff, Juan. Try it out. The sour watermelon was my go-to, but now the orange creamsicle, man, it's good. It's good. It's
Didn't
real
they have
good.
a Swedish fish too?
Yes, and I hate Swedish fish. So
apparently, we just ordered 3 cases.
My
Wow.
Amazon shopping cart is getting stocked up as we speak. So I live about an hour south of Camp Lejeune, MCAS Marine Corps Air Station, MCAS New River. And we will occasionally go up there to go to the commissary because when you go on base, I don't know if anybody knows about commissaries, but the commissaries are tax-free, and they typically have cheaper prices. And the meat and produce at the commissary is top-notch. Like, they get the good. So on base, when I was drinking my Bang flavors, base has like military themed bangs.
Oh, nice.
and they're freaking delicious. Like the cans are all freaking Star Spangled Banner and, We Love America and stuff. And I'm a huge, like, USA. I love my country, and I love the freedoms that we have. And being able to serve my country was the biggest honor I've ever had in my life. I'd die for my country to this day. You call me weird, stupid, whatever, but I would. Being in America is amazing. So I won't get too sappy on that, but it means a lot to me. So I love anything kind of, stars and stripes and all that jazz. I mean, you can see our new logo that Texadilla cooked up, freaking sexy, and even through the Eagle Globe and Anchor in the background, that got me, and that was super cool to see. Anyways, so yeah, it was super cool to see the bangs kind of be catered to military stuff, and Monster used to like take over. Like they would bring in like 2 wand truckloads. There'd be like 2 wands sitting out back of the loading dock with just green Monster cans. Like literally, you'd walk into the gas station, the C stores they call them, and the C store, they've got like the full size fridges, and there'd be like 3 sections of just Monsters, just green Monsters. Like they had a monopoly, and they even had a green can. It was called the BFC, big fucking can, and it was, I think, like a 40 of Monster.
I wonder if
And
it was
so
22 ounces.
It was 40-42. I mean, it's a large can.
Like it was like,
yeah, like the P hub, like that could be used as like a stand-in on the P hub.
yeah,
Yeah, but
it's definitely the Johnny Sins of energy drink cans.
Seriously, we'd go to PT in the morning, and my buddy Adam, who unfortunately died in Afghanistan, Adam would have his Camelback, and he'd pour in 2 BFCs into his Camelback, and then go run like 8-9 miles, whatever our crazy platoon sergeant was doing. And he was typically still drunk, or had just finished a beer at 3 a.m. and was PTing at 4. But it was the funniest thing seeing this. He had his nipples pierced, which is a no-no in the Marine Corps. Guy piercings, no. And so he would have to put Band-Aids over his titties because our skivvy shirts, green T-shirts, our skivvy shirts were like the cotton material. When it gets wet, like it chafes you. And so he would always bleed out of his nipples when he'd PT if he didn't put Band-Aids over them. So here's this guy and you can tell like something's going on with his nips, pouring in 2 BFCs into his Camelback, which it was good times. It was good times. But yeah, check out Ghost, sponsored stream. Partnership, collaboration, ghost.com.
But yeah, no, I don't know that you were talking about the new logo. I do like it.
Yeah. No, I love the new logo. No, that's not it. I'm talking the one in the background now with the Eagle Globe and Anchor.
Okay, hold on. I got that one somewhere too. I only got that one that I played around with. I put Spike Specials on it.
Turd burglar.
I mean, no, I won't show that one.
Joe, let's just say you can call me Jack in Titanic because I will paint you like a dirty French whore. Yeah, so Texadilla, Joe wants to know what you're working on over there. I see some straws, so I'm thinking we've got some staggered fuse Clapton actioning staple staggers, maybe?
No, just some dual core SFC staggered fuse Claptons.
Okay.
These are some 25 gauge NI90 dual cores with a 36 gauge stagger and fuse.
So I got a little stick of Boro Fralians right here in front of me, and then another little stick of some dual core stags. These are 29 gauge, and I didn't have enough to do a 4mm coil with like 10 wraps. So I was like, ooh, I'll use those for RBA. And I tell you, I was super impressed. So these Boro Fralians were the 32 gauge frames and then 0.2 ribbon 4-ply. So pretty tiny. And obviously, small wire, higher resistance. I put a set in, I think my Voltrove RBA, which the Voltrove is in the billet box. But those suckers, and they were like a 0.5 or a 0.6. Dude, I was running like 40 watts in them junks. They were kicking. I need to get some small gauge NI90 so I can bring resistance down and start playing around. The 5-core stags.
I did 6-core interlocking Fralians. I've got these at a 4-wrap. They're freaking tiny. You're not gonna be able to see that shit. But it's 40 gauge fuse, 6-ply NI90, and they come out to like a 0.3 something.
Ooh, daddy.
0.28, 0.3 somewhere. Yeah, that's one that I've always kind of just built. I'm gonna throw that in my Orbit.
So how do you like the Orbit? What do you think so far?
I like it. I wish it had a little bit more airflow.
Mm-hmm.
I got spoiled by the Voltro, but I like it. I like how you can adjust it. The build deck is nice. What I really like about the build deck is when you have those usual side open clamps.
Mm-hmm.
Usually one of them, when you try to screw it in, tries to spit the leg out. It always happens. So you have to if you want it like a nice and clean build, you have to hold it, and you're trying to freaking hold this little thing and
it can be a pain in the butt.
in. Oh, hell yeah, it's so aggravating. They did a really good job with the Orbit because it does not slip. Once it goes in there, it does not slip, and it doesn't try to spit it out or anything. It's freaking. I really like the build deck on it. But overall, man, I enjoy it. I just wish it had a little bit more air. I have it in my Pulse right now, which, this one I am running the Blueberry Pound Cake.
Okay, so there's a question over on the YouTube side. Queen OM asked what mod you are using, Alex. East Coast.
Okay, Queen. This currently is the Lost Vape Thelema DNA 250C. Just a dual 18650. When I'm lazy and don't get out my super awesome build stands, this little jammy, which is just gorgeous, blue resin. I use this to build and measure resistance and stuff, and it's a lot easier for me, honestly. Instead of using for RBAs for Boro stuff, it's just really easy to grab this dual battery. And then I've got the Pandemic 28 millimeter RDA on top with some 4-core staggered fuse Claptons. But it's a solid little mod. This, like I said, this is a 28, and there's a little bit of overhang, but it honestly doesn't look bad.
You really got to look to see it.
Uh-huh. I wish you could have gotten the red, white, and blue GKI drop. The drops look nice. The drops do look nice. I don't know much about them, but I will say, Joe, that Chris over at C4 Mods has really spoiled me with the 21700 Boros. They're
Now, were those mechs?
Huh?
Those C4s. Those aren't mechs, are they?
No, they're regulated. So he does DNA 60s. So the operator is a DNA 60. and then the DNA 100s, which that's got, the cancer ribbon, and it says "fuck cancer." And then the front there, I don't know if you can see it the best, but there's a cancer ribbon, and it says "cancer sucks." And then the tube, Dane Johnson over at Diaboro, I think is his group, but Dane makes mods and does laser engraving. So he did the laser engraving on the tube, and it's a little skull, kind of military flag type guy. And then on this one, it's USMC veteran. But Chris and like the operator is super cool. Yeah, Dane did all the tube engravings, did the unknown engravings. Dane does killer work. So the operator here is Illumide, which is a 3D print, but it's got aluminum in the print. So like you can kind of like it, almost like it sparkles a little bit. Like it's super cool looking. Doors come off, like you get your access to the Boro right there, USB on the bottom, battery. But they do 21,700, they do 18,650, and I think going forward, I plan on just using C4 mod devices.
What's up, Chuck?
Billet box next to this, the C4 mod is shorter, and it's a 21,700. Yeah, the thickness, but ergonomically in the hand, this just fits right in there. Like it's super, super comfy, super, and they're, here again, another small business, which I'm all about supporting small businesses, veteran or not veteran, active duty owned, active duty, so, that right there, the military thing is an ultimate win for me, because anything I can do to support an active duty member or a veteran, being a veteran myself, is huge to me, and all around just good guys. Yeah, Puffwick with Seabolt, here again, I want to say Seabolt was Air Force. There's a lot of good guys still in the vape community. And then you throw on top of that, being military, is super cool. And I'll go out of my way to support, military owned vape companies, whatever they do, especially when they're good people. So. Hey, thanks, Chuck. And even the unknown RBA, Ross was in the Army. He's a police officer in Florida. He's an awesome guy, awesome RBA. I never thought I'd fanboy over an RBA this hard, but I got one of the TI unknown RBAs, the electric blue. And the electric blue is freaking awesome. I just got the shipping, so that should be here in a couple days. And if you guys are into Boro stuff, you're gonna poop your pants when you see how beautiful it is. It's like that color, not even that, like that blue doesn't do it justice, but it's just like, it's a killer blue. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking so excited for it. Titanium. He did the electroplating, or whatever you call when you make titanium colors. He did all that by hand by himself. So yeah, support good companies.
Now,
support veteran companies. And what'd you see, Spike?
Sorry, I literally thought you were lagging out there. I did see Joe saying something about hook him up with Chris from C4. I do believe his link is clickable in the vendors list in the group, is it not?
So Joe is in the C4 mods group. I will have to use my admin powers in the C4 group. Chris hit me up the other day and was like, "Hey man, you post a lot," and he actually made me an admin or a moderator. I don't know which is which, but I've got a fancy badge title in the C4 group now. So I will twist his arm and figure out if we can get you set up, man.
You're right. It's like crack.
Yeah, dude, it's really good. Really good. right.
What's up, Fishy?
Hello, fishy.
YouTube side.
Yeah, I don't know who Spike's YouTube friends are, but they're talkative, so they're my friends now too. Video is sponsored by YouTube. Thank you, YouTube, for your sponsor support.
Yeah, right. Did more want to take this down than sponsor it?
Dude, speaking of taking stuff down, so Carter, my son, he's 13. He's in 8th grade, so he's still still middle school. He came home the other day and was talking about how a kid got suspended for vaping in the bathroom at school in 8th grade.
Wow.
I was like, holy cow, that is ridiculous. Yes, obviously. So like my build station is in our guest room in our house. We've got a really big, it's almost like the size of our master bedroom, a really big guest room. And so we've got a queen bed kind of back behind me, a love seat couch right here. The kids have TV on the wall and Xbox. And I've got devices on my build table, but like they know to not go near my table. And typically I don't have batteries in my stuff that's here. You know, I'll bring batteries in with me, but I keep my vape stuff away from them. Minus right now, I don't vape inside. Like I don't vape around my kids. You know, I treat vaping like a cigarette around my kids. I don't think there's anything wrong with secondhand vape. I was actually talking to Joe from JD Mods earlier today, and I said no, and he was like, it's like being on a fog machine, and 100%, you know, that's what's coming out of us, a smelly fog machine. So I'm not worried about secondhand vape, like secondhand smoke, but I personally do not want my kids to be like, oh, cool, clouds, well, that smells good. So just from that standpoint, I choose not to. You know, I don't vape in the truck when they're in the truck. You know, I try and keep adult stuff away from kids. You know, I don't drink anymore, but yeah, I'll have an occasional beer, but I don't like have beers in front of my kids. I try and not let the infantry marine come out as best as possible. But you know, I've got buddies that vape around their kids. I don't have a problem with it, just a personal choice that I make. So. I wouldn't want to bring a gun around kids. Now, Joe Perry, I will say, since you bring up the pew pew, I think it's important to have the conversation with kids. Here again, like vape, like firearms. I would much rather my child know basic firearm safety than not, because let's say my kid comes over to your house to play with Joe Perry Jr. and little JP Jr.'s like, yo, check out my dad's machine gun machete that fires 9,000 rounds a second. And, you know, 859 billion bullets go out of this thing at 9,000 hours per mile out of the barrel. I would much rather my kid be like, oh, hey, I know what this is. I know not to put my finger on the trigger. You know, because I don't know how somebody else's household treats firearms, if they're out, if they're accessible, you know, so on and so forth. So both of my kids have especially, you know, being a Marine on infantry. Hey, don't point that at me. No, I'm just using you as an example, bro. Both my kids know basic, you know, firearm stuff. If you have a firearm in your hands, don't touch the trigger. They better not ever have a firearm in their hands if I'm not around. But having done 2 combat deployments, you know, been in war and stuff like that, I have a huge respect for firearms, and just the Second Amendment in general. Is too little Sartorius, Joe. It's scary. it's something as Americans that it's our Second Amendment, don't tread on me. I don't want to get too far down my rabbit hole of firearms, but I would much rather my kids know basic safety, what to do, what not to do, and not be a news story that two kids were playing with a gun, and someone got shot, because that would fall on me as hard. And so as a parent, and North Carolina, man, we're all about our firearms out here. So it's I don't want something to happen to my kids. So they know what they should and shouldn't do. And I've told my son, I'm like, dude, just call me. Like, I'll come get you. You will not be in trouble. You will. Yeah, it's just if it's going to be out and about, I want to be around it. I want to make sure. But once, and my son, like I said, my son's 13. I don't feel comfortable yet to take him shooting. Just his maturity's not there. I've got friends kids are younger than my son that shoot. They've got their rifles and stuff like that, and I'm all for it. But on my parenting level, I would like to see more responsibility and maturity from my son before I give. And he shot BB guns and stuff with Cub Scouts. But yeah, no, and that's, here again, everyone does their own things, and that's just me being me. I'm a huge Second Amendment advocate. Love pew pews. Being in the Marine Corps was the coolest thing ever. Shooting 50 caliber machine guns, Modus, 240 saws, or not M249, the 240 machine. Just so much fun. 203 grenade launchers, rocket launchers. We had so much fun shooting stuff. Oh my gosh, it was good times. It was really good times.
So you shot a Modus before?
I did. It was one of the coolest things I've ever done. Just being behind a 50 caliber machine gun. It's a Texas thing as well. Yeah, Juan, I hear you on that. And that's, Alex used Assassination City. That was that's his Instagram, and before we became WarNation, when I was doing it solo, it was Warlord coils. And Warlord is my old unit's name. 2-2 Weapons Company. We were the Warlords. And so Warlords, Assassination City, WarNation. And it's been magic ever since then. So would a 50 cal machine gun do like Rambo, blow a head off? Okay, so Chuck, a 50 caliber machine gun would be devastating to someone's face.
I don't think there'd be anything
what
left.
Kind of round it is, because if you have a there's jacket, it's just going to go right through. You have a hollow point, that thing's going to want to expand on endpoint.
Yeah, impact. There's a lot of what your round you're putting, whether it's a 9mm or a 50 cal. Once you start getting bigger calibers and stuff like that, you're talking about further distance, more power behind the round and stuff like that. But yeah, like when we were in Afghanistan, we were down south in the Helmand province. And so a lot of the structures that people had were like mud huts. And so every fourth or fifth round, when we had our 50 cal set up on, we had a vehicle mounted, because it's a big machine. You couldn't carry a 50 cal. Like when you carry a 50 caliber machine gun, you break it up into pieces, and a team of 2 to 3 guys will carry the machine gun. But every fourth or fifth round was called a sappy round. And basically a sappy round was an armor-piercing round meant for vehicles. And it basically was like a needle on the end of a bullet. So when you'd shoot at these mud clay huts, every fifth round is like throwing a needle into someone's arm. And, it's a 50 cal bullet, but it's going to penetrate and weaken that structure so that when the next 4 rounds that are just big old take your face off rounds, it's going to weaken it and blow through whatever building structure, vehicle, goat is in the way. So yeah, 50 cal in someone's face would not be a good combo. It's a big round. There's a lot of speed behind it, and you would not want to be on the receiving end
A lot
of
of
that
energy.
And that's just for the ballistics of just a normal. Because what's the average barrel length on an MG? Is it 36 inches?
36 or 42. It's beefy. I mean, the barrel on that thing weighs like, I think, 20 pounds, 18, 20 pounds. Like it's huge.
Those are massive barrels just because it has to handle all of that gunpowder.
And then, you've got to get the timing set up right. It's a very finicky weapon because if your timing's off, it won't fire. So, we had our headspace and timing pieces that we had to carry. You had to check your headspace and timing. So, Joe, typically a 16-inch barrel will be like for an M4, M16A2,
like regular AR-15.
Right, like you're thinking like, hey, I'm going to go to the pawn shop and buy a rifle.
Like 16 inches. You'll get some that are like 20 inches, or 24 inches. Those are guys. When you start getting past 20 inches, those are guys that are doing more like long range.
You're going for distance.
Shooting. Yeah, like on my 6.5 Grendel, I have a 24-inch barrel because I'm trying to push that thing out to 1,000 yards.
You wouldn't want 2 feet.
So like that's kind of like the same thing. Like they use it. So the rounds that are made for a automatic weapon like that are completely different from the ballistics of what you're going to use for a like a 50 cal sniper rifle. Totally different bullet weights, totally different twist rates, totally different powder charges.
Both 50 caliber platforms, but 2 vastly different. Standard AR-15 uses a 20 inch. Yeah, 16 to 20 inches is typically like.
It depends on what you're going to do with it too, because like if you're going to be running into a house, you're not going to want a 20-inch barrel. You're going to want to go between 12 and 16, and you're not going to want to really run 5.56, really, because you're going to want to go something with a heavier round like 300 blackout.
Ooh, now we're talking dirty.
Like if you're going to want to go into a house and you're not, because in a situation like that, you're not going to want to wear ear protection. You're going to want to make sure you hear every single fucking thing. So you're going to want to go 300 blackout suppressed is what usually most run.
And you're talking short barrels. You're talking about a nice bark to it too, especially from an AR platform.
Like a 4 or 5 inch barrel with a freaking can at the end.
Those can get loud if you don't shoot suppressed. Real loud.
Is it weird that gun talk excites me? That's awesome, Warren.
Sawed off all day.
Ballistics guy. I reload my own ammo, so like I really put a lot of money and a lot of time into knowing what bullets are best for certain bullet twists, and then I do lighter loads for those. So like my 6.5 Grendel, like my bullet coefficient is not what you would normally get from like a normal packaging of like Hornady 6.5 Grendel. My bullet coefficient, because I get custom bullets, are my bullets are a lot longer and more boat-tailed. So like that's kind of what I was going with the whole 50 cal. You start getting sniper rifles, you start getting custom hollow point boat-tailed rounds rather than short fat rounds like you do in an automatic weapon. It's going to do a lot more damage because it has a lot more weight behind it, and it's hollow point, so it's going to want to expand on impact.
Joe, I'll just say there's more than just us making coils that made me and Alex team up. We're both very, very scarily similar in our views for a lot of things. Chuck, Tex was not military, but he would have been the best battle buddy to have in the Marine Corps ever, I think. So he's extremely knowledgeable with his firearm stuff.
Yes. I grew up in Texas. My dad taught me about firearms when I was very little, and I've always just kind of kept up with it growing up. In the last probably about 15 years, 15 to 20 years, I've really picked up a lot more knowledge into the actual platforms of building firearms. And then probably in the last 10 years, I've gotten into more of the ammunition side, the ballistic side of firearms.
And that's like, being, infantry, Marine Corps, I fully embraced the fact that I was a Marine. Like, I went to enlist, and I potentially had a legal situation at the time of my enlistment. I had gotten a DUI, and I had not. It was still, my court date was still pending. So I went to the Navy office because I was, unfortunately, I don't like to think of myself as smart, but my test scores say otherwise. So I went to the Navy, and I was talking to the dude. My dad was Navy, and he was like, "Oh, you got any, legal anything?" And I was like, "Yeah, I maybe got a DUI on Christmas Eve. Maybe haven't gone to court yet." And he was like, "Yeah, come back when it's over, and we'll talk." And I was like, "All right, whatever." And my two buddies that I went to the recruiting office with were both in the Marines, and I was like 270. I was a big power lifter back in the day. Well, not a big power lifter, but I heavy weights, like to pick them up and put them down. And I was like, all right, whatever, I'll go to the Army office. So I went to the Army office, and they were all playing grab ass and like slapping each other on the butts and just being, I was like, what? Like, it was weird behavior for seeing guys in uniform. And so I walked into the Marine office and just sat down on the casting couch they had when my two buddies were talking. And I forget the guy's name, but he was a staff sergeant. And it was like one of just the thickest, biggest black guys I've ever seen. Like, he had to have like -0 body fat. Like, he was ripped. Yes, military casting couch, Joe. It's a real thing. Google it. No, don't Google it. Military casting, BBC. Yeah, big, beautiful cannon. Talking about that you shoot. And he was like, "What's up, man? You ready to sign up and be a devil dog?" And I'm big on respect even before the military. And I said, "No, sir." I was like, Marines don't want a big fat boy like me. Like, man, come on, we'll make you lean, mean fighting machine. And I was like, nah, like I got some court stuff going on. And my two buddies were talking to Sergeant Farrell, who ended up being my recruiter. Sergeant Farrell was like, "What do you say?" I said, "Man, I was an idiot." I said, "I was, out with a buddy at the bar." I said, "He could barely walk." And I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'll drive us back to my place. You can crash." And he was messing with me in his car, and I jerked the steering wheel. So I got pulled over, went to jail, and Sergeant Farrell was like, "I can help you out with that." And I was like, "Say less, fam. What do you mean you can help me out?" So he wrote me a letter of recommendation, or not recommendation, but hey, Alex is trying to join the military. We can't do anything. He's trying to leave beginning of March. This was in January. He's trying to leave in March, and this pending court case, which I think my court case wasn't until like April or May, maybe. So I went to the district attorney of Virginia's office, where I was a complete idiot and almost ruined my life. Gave him the letter. He was like, "Well, what are you going to do in the military? Because there's a lot of pansy ass jobs in the Marine Corps." And I said, "Well, sir, if I'm going to be honest," I said, "my first choice is infantry." And so they dropped it down to a $500 fine and reckless driving. And less than 2 months, I was on the footprints, and I was gone. So it was pretty crazy. But yeah, don't drink and drive, kids.
Yeah. So, Tex, what are you making right now?
Just making some more dual core stags, just the same stuff.
Nice.
Dual core 25 gauge.
Nice. Hit Chuck over on YouTube. He's like, "Can I ask what you're doing, Tex?" I'm like, "He's making coils."
He's cooking up some of that WarNation magic.
Yup.
I was gonna do some building tonight, but I was building all day, so got all my orders caught up earlier today. Had a guy hit me up for some big boy series coils, the the series aliens that I posted in the group. He got both of those.
I'm not sure if you can see this.
Yeah, the lighting is like the biggest pain in the butt.
Are you talking about those ones?
Yeah.
5 mil or 5? I think I.
Can you show my pick Spike reviews? Oh yeah, Spike, pull up Joe's picture that he took the other day of those coils that Alex sent him. Dude, that picture was amazing.
Is Matt in here right now?
Okay, hold on.
I have not seen the Monster Man in here.
Which one? Which one are you talking? Which coils are you talking about?
The one he just put up like 2 days ago.
The alien stags?
The series ones or the alien stags?
Oh, I didn't know he did series ones. Put them both up. Let's look at some of this.
All right,
Joe Perry magic.
I mean, a gorgeous shot. Hold on, I'm waiting for it to. I'm lagging out a little bit.
It's that Canada DSL. He said it's in your PMs.
I know, right? Yeah, that's where I'm getting. Okay, here we go. I believe these are, those are Spike specials with a couple extra wraps on them.
Ooh, raw format, getting dirty on some raw pictures. Oh, baby. Dude, I tell you, the Spike specials, those are just a great vape. They really
are not Spike specials.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no?
Those are 4mm big fat boys custom build for his 35mm Voltro. That one was taken with my freaking iPhone camera. If I bust out my setup with my Tamron lens and my 10x lens magnifier, that's what I do with all my macros, where you see it all up close.
Yeah, that one's not the greatest, but I mean, it works. Those alien stags, those are gorgeous.
Where's the one he posted in the group of those alien stags?
Hold on a sec.
That picture, holy smokes, that was sexy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll call a coil sexy. I don't care.
Oh, I know, right?
I think after Joe bathes us in blueberry glazed donut and we wrestle, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, show me that camera. What that camera do?" I'm having kick him some knowledge.
So we're not docking.
I mean, we can dock. I'm down.
We're definitely gonna do some docking. I'll bring my camera too.
Let's do it. I could probably have Greg drive up from Georgia and meet us.
I'll bring my one.
That's it. I'll
bring my macro lens so we can get everything.
And you can even see my Loki GIF reaction, and I was just like, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, no, those are a crazy set of coils.
I'm just waiting to see some of them stags that I sent him for the RBA, for the sick RBA. When it's like a dirty, juicy, used stag shot. I tell you, I love building for RBAs. Like, don't get me wrong. Like F-bombs, the coil that started it all. I love my low ohm builds, but man, I tell you, I get just as a satisfying vape from an RBA Boro setup if the airflow is right. Which another thing that I love about C4 Mods, sponsor the video stream tonight. You got airflow on the side, you got airflow on the front, airflow on that side. You can see, like, between those, above the screen and the buttons, you can see that airflow. So you're getting side and front airflow. It's awesome. And then, like, the unknown RBA is 4mm. Voltrove is 4mm. The Eden that I just got, that's 3.5mm. That's really good too.
Joe just sent that to me.
Look at that dirty boy. Dirty dog.
Spike, is Matt in here?
He was earlier.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, Spike, we got a Facebook user that wants us to spit in his mouth. Who's the Facebook user that wants to spit?
That's either Aiden or Jeremiah.
It's Jeremiah.
But yeah, that's Matt's order. 6 sets of .11 SSFCs.
Oh,
Nice.
shit. Let's go.
That's
See,
going out tomorrow.
you would think Jeremiah would know to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook so we can see his name.
He hasn't set it up for that. He's only got his OnlyFans set up for that.
Very true. I'll tell you what's awesome is Jeremiah, who never likes to post pictures of our coils. He's too busy taking pictures of his crystals. Is just an awesome dude. And he lives like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from me. I'll drop the link. I'm Lincoln Bud. Lincoln, what's a Lincoln Bud? I'm in bed,
I'll drop
maybe.
the link right now.
I'll drop the link right now, bud.
Jeez. Oh, right now I don't have my contacts in. But I got to meet Jeremiah. Awesome dude. I had my service dog Jet with me, and he loved Jet. Jet loved him. Took his vest off, let him get some loving. And then Harley, another one of our guys that remains quiet, another solid dude, lives a little bit past Jeremiah. Got to meet up with him one day. So we've got man, like I tell you, the coolest thing I think about coils is like, I mean, we've got coils in England, we've got coils in South Africa, South America, Canada,
Mexico,
all across the states,
Puerto Rico.
I mean, we're in like I think 4 continents.
Didn't she say you guys ship some out to like China or something?
No,
I haven't hit anything Asia. I've done Europe, South America. When I did South America, I think it was Chile.
Okay.
Well, and don't forget when Matt and Ariel were doing coils for us, they sent some to South America too.
Yeah. I think I had one of their customers or one of the guys that was getting coils from them. He ended up hitting me up, and I sent him some coils a long time ago.
So we've got North America, South America, Africa, Europe.
Yeah, 4 continents.
We need to get Antarctica. We need to find a damn polar bear that wants to vape.
I may have sent some to Australia.
Ooh, you dirty boy. You dirty boy.
I was gonna say I know a few people that vape out in Australia. I've been trying. Hey, I keep saying, hey, you need coils. You let me know. I can make it happen.
There's a lot of
all
good
the way
guys
in Australia.
down
Trust
in
me, I can make
Australia,
it happen.
Dude,
There's some good builders down there.
Yeah, you got Breeze Tones. He does great work. I will send coils to Australia if they pay shipping. Look at that.
Oh man. Yeah, so that
Can you guess who sent that to me?
That's Greg.
No.
No?
That's Greg's photo.
Wait. These are from Alex, our coil porn. Okay, mate. All right, never mind. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's Greg's shot. Those are those .0 question marks last time because I wasn't sure if they were going to come in at .05 or .06. But that's all NI90 .3 ribbon and 40 gauge stagger and fuse. Actually,
oh my gosh, my
up.
wife is still awake.
Those are .2 ribbon, all 40 gauge stagger and fuse. Wait, I can tell you right now. I actually have them right here. I just need to wake them up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, that's
okay,
.2 ribbon. And it's like, I think I've got like 10 ply for the core or 8 ply for the core and then 5 and 5 on the outside. But yeah, I got a set right here. Damn light. I got a set right here.
Love that RDA.
I need to wake up. Appreciate that one.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jeremiah, how are those coils, man? I think that was Jeremiah that said something about big bitches from Alex, Texas.
Alexis, Texas. So you know it was Jeremiah.
I sent him.
They slap at 150 watts, like you said.
I sent him some series, some big boy series, 3.5 millimeters SSFCs, and I did 2 different variations of SSFCs for him. One of them's kind of fancy because it took me a little while to get to him, but I got him some special stuff. I got him some real nice stuff for his big old Valhalla 40.
Yeah.
It's really hard to build for a large RDA like that and keep it like around 100 watts and actually take up like space in the RDA.
I tell you, the hardest thing for me is when some like Jeremiah and Valhalla, like unless you have the RDA, it's tough to make big coils because you like knowing what will fit is really tough.
Mhm.
And how it'll vape like that to me is always like a challenge. Like I need more money, so y'all need to buy more coils so I can buy more RDAs.
Yeah, for real. Perry sent me his Voltro 35 to build that special, those big interlocks that I made for him, so I could I was literally like wrap. I put like 7 wraps, and I'd like fit it, and I'm like, nope, 2 more wraps. Fit it. I'm like, okay, that'll fit.
I've been trying to get Monster Man Matt to send me his Colorado so I can build something crazy for his Colorado, and he said he was going to, but he's a little turd burglar and he never has.
Hey,
Do you have the Pandemic 30? So Juan, neither one of us have the 30 yet, but we've been talking about trying to get some because I love the
want to get a
28.
black one.
Alex has a 28. I've actually got the 26 and the 28, and
Same
they're
here.
some of my favorite RDAs. I've actually got I've got the Ripsaw RDA on the way to me, I believe, if Alex ordered it. Did you order that stuff for me yet?
Yes.
Okay, so I've got the Ripsaw on the way, which is a cool looking RDA. I'm curious to see how that is. So that should be here soon. So I'll be curious. Maybe next Friday I'll do a build on the Ripsaw on the live.
nice.
But yeah, I do want to get a Pandemic 30.
Yeah, there's my 28. Freaking love it. I've got some crazy groove fused action going on in there.
I've had the those
what?
quad core stags in mine. I think I can't remember if they're quad core stags you sent me long time ago or like the first clean set that I made a long time ago. But that's like the one set of coils, man. I've been using those for well over a year. I mean, they're freaking phenomenal. Okay, I think 3.5 millimeter will be needed. Yeah, Juan, with with how the 28 handles 3 millimeter, I don't see why the 30 couldn't handle 3.5s.
It just depends on what kind of hit you want, how much of the deck space you want to pick up. Like if you want more of an airy hit, but like really hot, go with like some fucking F-bombs in there, and then 3 millimeter, it's gonna really, really be hot in there. Or you could go with something like a little cooler, and go 3.5
Well, shit,
millimeter.
even if you did like some Bradleys, like that same spec. So our Bradleys are our series coils, but like made them out of 3.5 with maybe one less. Well, I think it even handles 7-8 wraps, no problem. I mean, you could push you could push like three something for a resistance and run it like on a series setup with some power behind it.
I want to say this one right here, you can put a set of series in it pretty easily. Yeah, you can put like a 7 wrap in there pretty easily because these are some really chunky fat boys.
Yeah. And I'm assuming the 30 is going to have just a little bit more space to get some bigger coils in.
Yeah, and I want to say I have these are 3.5 millimeter.
Oh yeah, shoot, you could probably rock some 4s in the 30 then.
Definitely.
I want to get one.
Yeah, so do I. I really want to get my hands on a 30.
Juan, I may have to make you some spike specials, but at like a 3.5 or 4 millimeter. That would probably be super tasty.
Which one is it? The spike specials I have in here have got at least before. Because I put my 3.5 millimeter rod in it, and it still got a little bit of room to play.
Planning to run my Pandemic 30 on my Series Missile V2. Ooh, that'll look sharp, Juan.
Oh, does that mean you're actually going to use that missile one?
Huh.
I've been bugging him for a while about that. Oh.
Well, we're coming up on the 2-hour mark. Do you boys want to call it quits for the night?
Yeah. I've been trying to get to bed at a half decent time. It's been failing lately, though. I swear I'll be in bed by midnight, 3 a.m. I'm still awake.
Well, it's 11:30. Let's wrap it up. We'll let the big man get some sleep. Yes, with the green 30. Ooh, the green 30. Nice color. That'll look sharp, Juan.
Yeah. But yeah, we can wrap it up. Yeah, shit.
I appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out tonight.
Yeah,
as always, it was a pleasure.
I just want to thank everyone, both sides, Facebook and YouTube, for coming out. It was awesome. I mean, I don't know. I could probably speak for these guys, but this wouldn't happen if it wasn't for all you guys. But yeah, sorry. I'm getting tired. Again, thanks everyone for coming out, and yeah, keep it cloudy, stay off the stinkies. If you guys need coils, you know where to go.
Everybody have a good night. Be safe this weekend.
Yep. Stay cloudy, guys.